My name is Asale Pasie. I'm the owner and CEO of Infinity Inc. And joining me for the press conference today is Mr. Teja. He's part of the Fun Tree Crew group. And we're just going to have it's a very brief press conference, more or less like a briefing about what we wanted to share with everyone. And then after that, there'll be some, if you have any questions, we'll take questions after that. So I would like to start by first informing everyone about the Takeover Tour. This is Infinity Inc. We're a record label based in Dimapur, and we have 8 artists signed under us. I don't know if you can see all the artists, but Moko, DJ Sana, amongst others, 8 artists. And just in the month of May, we launched our India tour. This has been ongoing and will culminate at the end of this month. The whole purpose of this tour was to try and prove that small record labels like us can also put together and execute events like this. So we want to just let it be known that we are doing this without the help of the government. And although we are grateful to the government for help in different the projects that we do along with them, but for this one in particular, we are doing it without the assistance of the government. And the Takeover Tour was launched in May first week. As of now, we have covered 6 cities, and we're still in talks to get a few more cities done before the month ends, and the tour will also end with the month of June. So Takeover Tour, so far 8 artists have all performed already in the cities of Itanagar, multiple times in Itanagar, in Shillong, in Senapati, in Delhi, multiple times in Delhi, and obviously in Dimapur and Kohima as well. And we're still confirming for Goa, Bangalore, and Pune. Unfortunately, because of the elections, a lot of events couldn't go our way, but yeah, we're hopeful that before the month ends, there'll be some more events and gigs that happen as part of the Takeover Tour. Like I said, we're doing this without the help of the government, but obviously I want to acknowledge our title sponsor, which is Melody Center. They are the premium retailers of Yamaha instruments for Nagaland, and it takes the support of like-minded people, and whether they're business owners or such, to step forward and help people like us so that we can execute this and not always rely on the government. Takeover Tour will be culminating with the grand finale, which is the main purpose of this press conference. We wanted to make 2 announcements. One is that the grand finale will be held on the 6th of July at Heritage in Kohima. And the second announcement for this press conference is that Fun Tree Crew, whose representative is here today with us, will be our event partner, and they will be executing the event. So we wanted to end this 2-month tour of the India tour of our artists by having a fitting event, which is the grand finale that we've planned. So for the details of the event, I'll pass it on to Mr. Teja of Fun Tree Crew to just brief you all about how the event is going to go, and after that maybe we can take some questions if you have any. Thank you.
Thank you, Asale. First of all, on behalf of the FTC, I would like to thank Mr. Asale, the CEO of Infinity Inc., for giving us this opportunity. Taking this platform, I would like to thank the press fraternity and also brief the media about this very event. The lineups for this very event will be Mr. Moko Koza, Ms. Kenny Senor Sorge, DJ Sana, Savino, Justino, DJ CJ, JV, and Tia. The total of 8 artists. It's going to be a multi-genre concert: EDM, hip hop, pop, R&B. Expected crowd is going to be about 1,000 plus. Tickets will be available at selected outlets, which will be shortly updating on our social media pages. And coming the The event is going to be held on the 6th of July at the Heritage Old DC Bungalow, Kohima. The event gates are on, or the gates will be open on by 3 p.m. Food stalls will also be set up at the event. And the main grand finale act will start by 6 p.m. and it will last till 10 p.m. Lastly, I would like to say that on the event day, we'll still be needing your very much help on the main event day, and without a doubt, your passes for the press fraternity will be provided.
I'd just like to quickly add that, like I said, we appreciate the media coming to this small press conference that we have organized, and it is of the utmost need for small businesses like ours, or organization like ours, that the support of the media is going to play a vital role. Although social media has been a big boon, I think the mainstream media is also very much required in order for this to be a success. Like I said, the grand finale, we hope that it will be not just a successful event, but like a big turnout and befitting of an India tour, which was undertaken by a small organization based in Nagaland. So that is about it for the press conference. If you have any questions, queries, then we'll take it and then we'll wrap up. Right, so first of all, I'll just like to quickly name the artists that we have. Moko Koza, DJ Sana, Justino, Savizo, Tia, JV, Kinisenyo, and DJ CJ. These are the 8 artists that are under our label Infinity Inc. And for those that don't know, one of the biggest challenges for artists in Nagaland is getting exposure outside of our state, and getting a small show or a big concert outside Nagaland it's not an easy feat unless you've reached a certain level. So amongst our artists, Moko Koza has reached a certain level where he's frequently getting gigs and shows outside the state, but the rest of them, and like most artists that are in Nagaland, upcoming artists, it's very hard to get shows outside. So we wanted to pull this event together called the Takeover Tour, and just try and prove also that it's possible that if we take the initiative, then we can create our own opportunities and not just wait for either the government, or also not just wait for people from outside to call us, and we can take the initiative into our own hands. Like I said, most of the places have been very forthcoming with their response. One of the main issues was, which we didn't unfortunately see, was the elections. So the elections, because of the elections, a lot of places were a little wary and they didn't want to have too much events happening during the time. But besides that, like I mentioned, already 6 cities outside of Nagaland, 5 cities, outside of Nagaland have had our artists go and perform multiple times in some cities. So it could have been better, to be very honest, but we are proud of how much the response that we've gathered, and we still have a couple of weeks left of this month, so we're still hoping to add to the tally of more cities and more gigs before it wraps up. Yeah. Hopefully we can continue to do this. It doesn't have to be under the same name or the same concept, but I think, like I mentioned earlier, instead of just waiting for outside people to call us for a gig or waiting for support from the government or this, I think it doesn't have to be on this scale. It can be smaller. It can even be bigger than this. But I think we'll definitely be having more of this in the future. Definitely.
For the ticketing, the ticket pricing is just made at rupees 300 rupees.
Only one category.
Only one category. Yeah.
Like he mentioned, the tickets have just been printed and they will be available at selected outlets, and also people will be selling it online, our social media, and everywhere. And since it has just been printed out recently, we'll be making the announcements on our social media pages. Luckily, I think obviously the financial aspect is the hardest challenge, but luckily we got a title sponsor, which is Melody Center, like I mentioned earlier, and we're very grateful to them. So that made it a little easier, much easier in fact. But one of the biggest challenges would be mainland, the major cities, Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, etc., are not 100% receptive to our artists coming and sort of stealing the limelight. And fair enough on their part, most of the artists also don't have the credentials or the name or the the status, the following, which naturally they also look at when they're hiring artists. So that will be one of the biggest issues. I think networking, we used as much of our, whatever networking we had through friends and other associates, and we exhausted all options, and I think we did a pretty decent job. But I think that's the biggest challenge is like, if we have a larger network, then I think it would have been much better. Yeah, our artists, besides one or two which like a DJ doesn't do original songs and all, but most of them are all original. Besides Kenny Senyo, I think. Besides Kenny Senyo and the two DJs, the remaining artists all perform only original songs. Whether they perform for the grand finale, definitely originals, and when they go outside also, we encourage them to perform originals unless there are some specific circumstances where if they're not too well known, then people are not too interested in hearing the originals and they just want cover songs of famous songs, and that's all. But we do encourage only originals from our artists. No, TAFMA is not supporting this. We intentionally did not approach TAFMA. We have a good working relationship with TAFMA. They support different projects like the Infinity Next Artist Development Program. But for this, we made a concerted effort to try and do this on our own without the help of the government, and we just wanted to set the standard, and hopefully other artists or groups like us can also follow suit. Like I said, in Northeast, Shillong, we had Itanagar, we had multiple gigs. In Shillong, in Senapati, and in Delhi, we had multiple gigs. So besides this, Pune, unfortunately, because of the that Porsche accident case, everything has been on, it's been very cold in the sense that they're not too keen on having events and stuff. But Goa and Bangalore, we hope to announce together. One or two artists may be going for the Goa and Bangalore leg. But before it's confirmed, I don't want to make any announcement also.